talk about how we used AI in this documentary. As you know, everybody's scared about AI taking our jobs. People are scared what it means. Like even creatives now realize, wow, AI can actually, create art more or less. So as a filmmaker, I used AI in a couple different ways, and let me just explain to you a few of those ways. So there's one scene where my face on the screen face morphs into Jeff Bezos. I'm speaking about his childhood when he read science fiction, right, and how he maybe dreamt as a kid to build his own rocket and go to space, which of course is exactly what he did with Blue Origin. So that kind of face morph, we used AI technology to use it. It was a more of a traditional VFX or visual effects shot. It was very expensive, but like creatively, I really wanted to do this. Then another thing that we did is it's just a 4-second little clip, but there's this asteroid mining company that we visited in California. They speak about how they can land on asteroids nowadays with technology and then mine gold, or in their case platinum, on these asteroids. And we had an actual image of a NASA mission to one of these asteroids. It looks like an animation, but it's actually a real thing. So we wanted to create this future vision that this asteroid mining company is talking about, visualize it, right, animate it, which is obviously fake. It doesn't exist yet. So we used Midjourney and then Runway to create first an image of this looking similar to that NASA image, and then to have it slightly moving, slightly like an animated effect. That again is something that otherwise I wouldn't have been able to do it, or only very expensive. And I ran out of money at the end of the process, so there was really no other choice. Then we created this Elon Musk rap battle, which was one of the most fun things to ever do. And our art director there did physically paper cut animations. So it's basically Elon Musk on his Cybertruck and with a flamethrower and all these kind of things. And in order to get this all visually nicely done, we had like backgrounds created, like let's say the surface of the moon, or a launch pad, a rocket launch pad, and these are easy prompts, right? That otherwise he would have spent hours and hours to create, but he was busy cutting stuff out and taking pictures. You can imagine like thousands of individual pictures and everything moves, right? It's a stop motion kind of idea. So the backgrounds of that was AI created. I think maybe even some of the figurines were AI created that he used. Then famously, my key art, the one that I have this astronaut suit on. So that was a real shoot with a real photographer, Fliss here in London, a very talented photographer, and she basically had me stand with my spacesuit, fingers stretched out like this, and move like this, and then she put me into an AI generated background. So it's a typical kind of green screen, blue screen scenario. The only thing where she did put a lot of effort in is the details, like the reflection on my skin based on the light of the space station that doesn't really exist, right? So it's much more complicated. So yes, AI helped her with the backgrounds, but actually the making it work and then cutting out each individual hair and things like that for the poster to look nice was obviously a lot of human work. Finally, the last thing that I did at the end of the process was the music, the scoring, right? So basically, once you have the picture lock, we usually hire musicians to kind of play to the frame by frame, to the scene, right? So we hired a drummer, and Jack, the drummer, was kind of like looking at the screen. Okay, now comes an effect, and doing these kind of things. But a lot of the score was also just done by me and AI. So the piano thing that you hear, and also the space techno that I keep sharing for the end credits as one of my favorite beat, which we created with AI. Again, I ran out of money. I didn't really have another choice but to use these tools. So yes, pros and cons. Would I have loved to have an orchestra or a real composer? Sure, but for our budget levels, that's not possible. And it also is really satisfying creatively that suddenly even I can create music, right, or create art, and that's really very much the message here. So AI empowers all of us, whether it's you writing an article on LinkedIn, or work emails with ChatGPT, or a filmmaker using Midjourney and music AI tools. So yeah, that's it for the AI topic.